Okay. So, just taking a couple of breaths, maybe a little shakeout if you're up. If you're down on the floor, no need to shake, or on your bed or wherever you are. So, just taking a moment to arrive in your body with the question, what am I feeling right now? How does it feel to be in me right now? And then let yourself breathe with that for a couple of breaths, receiving yourself and receiving any information that your body has to offer, any wisdom. I'm just noticing what your nerves are feeling like, what your nervous system feels like. Are you upregulated? Are you downregulated? Feeling what your, if you're feeling what your sort of elemental nature is right now, if you're feeling kind of earthy, if you're feeling fiery, obviously I'm a little fiery today. If you're feeling watery, like fluid, or if you're feeling kind of airy, light, or maybe even strong with the air. If you're, what are you feeling into on an elemental level? How is the nature of the earth in your body playing out? And maybe it's a combo. Maybe you're like lava or a molten flow, or maybe mud, or even like sand blowing in the air, right? Earth and air, all these things can combine in different ways, or steam. And let's work with that. I just want to say happy summer solstice to everybody. I'm going to keep bringing that in, this fact that it's the longest day of the year. But let's start with a little bit of releasing with a combo platter of the Theta breath, which is a soft hiss. And then the other breath is the a very gentle sound. So allowing yourself to move back and forth between or make no sound at all. That's also fine. But and take resting breaths whenever you need them. Just easy and gentle. Imagining that that sound is just releasing any steam, releasing any tension, and bringing more awareness into your body, bringing more awareness into being in you today. Inviting your awareness into this deep sensual perception. So really sensing the skin, your embodiment, sensation in your body. Movement in your body. It could be the flow of breath. It could be the vibratory sounds that you're making. Inviting any micro movement in your body to bubble up. So inviting the full nature of being a body of water to express in any way that feels good. So feeling into the fluidity in your body, and maybe it doesn't feel very fluid right now. Maybe it feels kind of like crunchy. If you're feeling crunchy, just keep adding that soft hiss and exhale. I'm thinking of like the like a mother or a grandmother gently soothing a baby. So your inner baby body is being soothed, like you're being sung your own internal lullaby. You are mothering yourself. You are parenting yourself with that soft gentleness. So allow yourself to receive that. Allow yourself to receive that. Shh. And take up space if it feels good to take up space, or condense into yourself if that feels good, right? We can radiate outward or we can come in towards ourselves. And always, as long as we're breathing, on some level, there's this natural expansion, growing outward, and contraction coming back together. Even I keep talking about this, the flow of the blood, the pulse. There's like a movement and then kind of a pause, a movement and a pause. There's this natural rhythm moving in the body. So tuning into those rhythms. Sometimes even when we feel like there's no flow, there's still a lot of flow. We can't stop it. We might feel like we're not connected to it, but it's happening. There's the flow of our thoughts. And we can look at them almost from the outside as this stream of thinking going on without having to get too involved in what the thinking is saying. We can take sort of a back seat and watch it happen as a sort of witness. The awareness is looking at the thinking. And without any need to grab onto the thinking or push the thinking away, pull it in, just letting the thinking be, the stream of thinking. Oh, there it is. There's that stream of thought happening. No need to freak out about that. No need to grasp. So you can imagine that any grasping is just the opportunity to actually let go. And when we come into this embodied relationship with ourselves, when we're feeling what's going on in our body on a physical level, it's easy to go, oh, I'm kind of contracted around that. I'm kind of holding with that. And I let go of some of that. If there were 3% more flow in your body, how would that feel? And maybe it's not a thought that we are contracting onto. Maybe it's an emotion. Maybe we have, or some physical sensation, some pain somewhere. So instead of being like, oh no, that's happening, if we can just go, oh, that's happening. And again, see it a little step removed, watching it happen, feeling it happen, but watching it, not stopping it, but not clasping onto it too much, not zeroing into it, but noticing it from the outside. With the pain stuff in our body, sometimes it's easy to go deep into that pain, really pick it apart, feel every little detail of it. And then see if you can find something that actually feels good and go to that. Pick that apart, feel into that good feeling thing. So letting our awareness be present with every experience that's happening. We're not trying to erase them or eradicate anything that's actually going on. We're just being with it in a very equanimable way, which means that we're not judging, fixing, changing. We're just seeing, noticing, and allowing. And in that, if it feels good to move, feel free to move. If it feels good to be more still, that's fine too. If it feels good to be still, notice the movement within the stillness. Try to stay present with feeling the sensations in your body or watching the stream of thoughts. If you're watching the stream of thoughts, notice how they're playing out in the physical body. How, whoa, and I think that thought, then I have this feeling over here. Or when that thought goes by, oh, I suddenly take a deep breath. So just noticing how that stream of thoughts might be affecting you on the body level. Finding those flows, flow of thinking, flow of sensation, flow of the breath, flow of the fluids in your body. And adding the shh whenever you want to. You could be laying down for this, micro moving or macro moving or in relative stillness. So I called this summer solstice, Where is Your Wonder? And just let that land. Where is your wonder? What do you wonder? Where's the wondering in or outside of your body? I wonder where. I wonder why. I wonder what. Wonder is such a wonderful thing because it's an open space. It's not clasped on. It's here and it's exactly like this. There's expansiveness to it. There isn't a total answer. In wonder, there's an opening. So feeling into that if it feels okay. Maybe you're in an exactly not wondrous feeling today. That's fine too. If you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to wonder, that's fine. If you're feeling like, oh, wonder isn't really accessible to me right now, but I'm curious, then imagine what if it was accessible? Where would it be? What would be happening? This is all leading somewhere, which I think I'm going to get to the point now. So before coming in today, allow movement to just ride or arise in your body, tuning into that sensation. But before coming into class today, I was getting really excited about the summer solstice. This is the longest day of the year, right? This is the day where we can really celebrate the sun and the sunlight, Apollo. And so I was looking up what are the things to do on the summer solstice. And some of them are go outside and be barefoot on the ground, feel the earth under your feet. And some of them are, get involved with water, go for a swim or play in the sprinkler. So they're very elemental things, right? To connect to the earth. And I feel like it's such an important thing for us. If we really want to be embodied, the entrance to embodiment is through the elements, is available through the elements. It's not the only entrance, there's plenty of them. But when we tune to the earth, we touch a tree, we look at a tree, we look at the movement of the trees, or we watch the sand being blown by the wind, or the waves coming in, or the movement of a fish, even in an aquarium, gives us this sort of access point to being and to being present with ourselves. So allowing yourself that access, I think I'm going to stand. Feel free to get down, feel free not to move, but I'm just feeling kind of expansive and wanting to explore that. Yeah, the wonder idea, finding wonder. For me, it's in a forward high place that's very open. The front of my rib cage and lungs, the top of my sternum is kind of expanded. So one thing that they talked about on this longest day is kind of doing a review of your life up to this far in this 6-month period of the first half of the year. And I don't really feel like doing a review so much for myself. You may or may not, but I want to offer this thought that when we do review, when we do look at something, or we want to look at these reviews as not a place to make judgments about everything we did wrong or right, but as a place to go, oh, I'm ready to shift direction over here, right? So just a noticing, and this can happen just on a physical body level, inviting your body to notice in, is there a place where I'm ready to switch directions? Is there a place where I am ready to change course? Is there something I want to invite into my situation, invite into my life? Is there something I'm willing and ready to let go of? I went through that really fast. I am a speed demon, a caffeinated speed demon today. So that may have been too fast. So I'm going to repeat some of those. Am I ready to change course? And don't worry about what that future place is going to look like. Just worry about, oh, instead of going this way, I'm going to go that way. Just worry about the immediate motion to take, the immediate step in this moment, in your body mind, in your life energy. Is there a shift ready to happen? And doing this with as much lack of judgment as possible, just discernment, using our awareness of noticing within our body when we notice a tension pattern, when we notice a gripping. Maybe that's a place to go, oh, maybe there's something I can let go of here. So is there something to let go of? Is there something to release? Is there something to set free? Oh, I don't need to hold on to that anymore. I don't need to, it could be control. I could set free control. I don't need to try and control the situation anymore. I've been holding on to this thing. Now I'm ready to let it go. I don't need to hold on to that. Whatever the emotion from the thing is, it's in you. It's not outside of you. So if you're ready to let go of some old emotional patterning, go for it. Ha can be as simple as a breath or a little shake. Is there something that you want more of in your life? Is there something that you want to invite in? And can you open your hands for that? Can you be receptive if it's arising and arriving in your life? Yes, I want more magic in my life. I can create it and receive it. I want fewer distractions in my life. I can stop doing some of the things that I was doing before to stay more present with myself. Allowing yourself to create the situation of letting go or manifesting, changing course, receiving, allowing your body to create that situation. Oh, I've softened my body to be able to receive that, or I've softened my body to be able to let go of that. So that's a lot of things. And then coming back into the wonder, I wonder how I would do that. I wonder what that would feel like. I am going to share sound and let us just play in movement with these ideas for a little while. Okay, we're going to try this one. This is Michelle Aiello, the bone flower. Jamie probably knows this one. I see that foot. calling on any elements to help you, calling on any of your guides, any of your gods, any of your goddesses to help you, right? Bringing that in, bringing in the magic of maybe it's Pokemon, I don't know, or My Little Pony, or your pet. Bringing in the support systems that are alive in the archetypal architecture of your reality. Allowing the intelligence of your own body to filter out whatever you don't need anymore. We have these amazing filtration systems in our body. Let them filter out what is no longer necessary and let them hold on to whatever is the nourishment, whatever is the ingredient of what you need. Boy, I don't know what that next song is going to be like. Might be okay, but we'll see. Okay. Unter den Linden. Under the linden trees. Where is your sense of wonder? I'm hovering to see what the next song is. Or I know what the next song is, I'm just not sure how it'll land. Very sort of metal-y song. I feel like there's something to do with fire when things are kind of metal-y. And there's spaciousness. And I feel like in this one, there's kind of like a spell, like a lack of time, like a spacious timelessness, which to me, there's a sense of wonder in that, or spell casting. Invite yourself to create the recipes, the spells, things me and Michael have been talking about, the choreographies that nourish. Inviting your body to compost anything you're ready, willing, and able to let go of. When you let go of some of that stuff, there's more space inside. Or there's always space inside, but there's a sensation of space inside. Sensing the internal space. And sensing your own freedom within that internal space. You're not locked in. Again, inviting in the good stuff. Inviting in some pleasure and enjoyment. And if you have a pattern of resisting that, then notice that. Just say, oh, I usually don't feel comfortable letting go in that way. Or I'm too busy fighting against this over here to notice what's going on over there. It's so fun. So just noticing. What are your patterns that you're drawn to? And do you want them like that? We can always change. Might be rough, might be difficult, might require some thinking and some planning and some activities, but I'm gonna change this last song. Just gonna pop it off and bring in one last other one. Jamie definitely knows. It's a little mashup of Satie and Wagner, I think. Yeah. This is Fa Ventilato's band, Fucking Tosh. Very suspension oriented, I feel like. It's got depth and push, but inside of that, there's this lift. Breathing into it, letting your body process, receive, and eliminate anything that you need to process, receive, or eliminate. Maybe sometimes you think you're done with a pattern and you keep running away from it, but it's attached, drawing itself along. Maybe there's a little bit more to snip those strings of attachment. Or maybe there's something ineffable about that attachment, something beyond the thinking mind. Yeah, just letting your body process whatever needs to process in a very non-judgmental way. Sometimes we attack ourselves for various things about ourselves, and it doesn't help. So be kind. Beating yourself up doesn't make you feel better unless you're really into that. So inviting gentleness and softness into your relationship with yourself, kindness, equanimity. Oops, I did that. You know, that can happen. Oops, oops. But then let it go at that. So I'm going to add just a little funny thing here. My stepmom, my dad was had this ecological sort of newspaper in Charlottesville, Virginia called The Echo. And it was not just ecological, also kind of new agey, all sorts of crop circles, all sorts of things in there. And this is one of my special interests, all of these types of things. And my stepmother once was reading all these Cryon books, and Cryon is a channel. And she said that Cryon says that the difference between humans and a lot of other sort of energy beings, or whichever ones Cryon was talking about, the channel, is that humans really hold on to things and like, oh, I did something wrong. They keep holding on to it, holding on to it, holding on to it. I made a mistake. Oh no, oh no, oh no. But these energy beings just let it go. Oh, happened. Whoop, let it go. So that is some really skillful way. Not that we can't be accountable for our actions or whatever, but if you're already doing your best and you make a mistake, holding on to that mistake is maybe not the kindest thing for yourself. The Peapod is here to let you know that that is definitely the truth. She came in right at that moment. So for people in TV land, if you made it through, bravo. Happy summer solstice. May your next